You okay? Really?
Yes.
As soon as I turn the microphone on, you just burp. Do you have to do this every single time?
Yes.
It's not funny.
Yes.
Oh boy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to. Can you check if sound is working?
I know it's okay.
Okay, just I don't want to be like last time and get an hour in and there's no sound. Okay. Um. Anyways, now that sound's definitely working, welcome back to WWE 2K25. And also, we have got a lot to talk about. So, where should we start?
Won't you start?
Yes. Um, gonna start with that, I guess. So, I'm not sure if you guys have heard.
Just quickly, who's your success?
I don't know. I honestly, is it Jake the Snake? I don't know.
This is very white.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
This is before Firefly Funhouse.
Okay. Hello, if you're just joining, we haven't started much. Get your feet off camera. Um. So, where were we? I guess the first thing I got to talk about. First off, we're recording this as of the 23rd of May, so when this goes up on YouTube, you know whereabouts we're up to. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is obviously going to be after Saturday Night Main Event. But if you're watching this on Twitch, it means that, well, depending how late you are, it's either going to be before Saturday Night Main Event or after Saturday Night Main Event. We don't really have a way to watch it, though, because it's not on Netflix, and it sucks. I know people who live in the States can only watch Raw on Netflix, but where we live, you can watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and of course all the pay-per-view events as well. Um, what the fuck is that?
Darth Vader AI, but
Why?
they've got TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. Um, guess the first thing I should talk about though before I get started is yes, I started this last week. I will come back to this though. I want to do a couple of things in I want to do GM as well at some point, but I think I'm going to do Showcase and the Island first.
Not that good.
No, it's not.
My GM is just plain normal.
Yeah, what's the universe? Oh, I know what universe is. You can create
Oh
your
no,
own
I'm
like.
thinking of Universe. My GM is you are the GM general manager for a show.
Oh, okay. Um, I did 3 minute warning. I did. Tamina. I'll be honest, I didn't even know she was part of the bloodline. But before we get to her, I want to talk quickly about the qualifiers for Money in the Bank. I've said this. Well, if you guys have been following me, you would know by now who my favorite female wrestler is. I want
male wrestlers like
no,
who was it? That?
um, Cody Rhodes, obviously. Um, but I want. I think Rhea should win Money in the Bank, if not Alexa Bliss. This is just going off of who's qualified so far. I think because if they push, well, not push, Rhea's been pushed already, but if she wins Money in the Bank, that's probably the only thing she hasn't done since she came to the main roster.
Alright, don't know who. It won't be Rhea.
No, yes, it will.
It won't be Rhea.
It will. Who else is it going to be?
Bliss, she hasn't had a push since she's come back.
Yeah, because she says, I'm going to be at WrestleMania, and then she bails. We were going to meet Alexa Bliss.
Take your fucking gun. I was holding my hand here for like 5 minutes.
I didn't know what you were holding. I couldn't see.
Well, then look at the hand. Sarcastic bitch.
Don't flip me off. Sorry, these are creatine gummies. They're not what you think they are. They're creatine. Creatine, not the other type of gummies that I don't think I should say. They are illegal where we live, okay? Okay, sorry. Speaking of Money in the Bank, I hadn't even noticed that yet. I was about to do a Money in the Bank match as Tamina. Oh. Okay, anyways. I think if Rhea wins Money in the Bank, that's a chance to push her. Like, think about it. Mommy in the Bank. Let's make it happen, people. I know people want to go for Roxanne Perez, but my main problem with... No, I don't think it should. Because we've already had an up-and-coming NXT star win Money in the Bank on their first ever, like, main roster pay-per-view, which was Tiffany Stratton last year. So it's going to be history repeating itself if Roxanne Perez gets it. That's just my take on it. I don't think Roxanne should win. I think it should be Rhea. If anybody as well, if you're watching this and you want to make comments about it, feel free to. I'm always open to opinions and suggestions. Speaking of Money in the Bank, the qualifying match between Rhea, Kari, and Zoe. I don't think we're going to be seeing Zoe for a while. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I think she hurt her knee in the match. Like, she was taken out, and it came down to just Rhea and Kari. Which at that point, I already had a feeling Rhea was going to win, but that just kind of set it in stone, because you would think it would have made sense if Zoe wasn't injured to kind of put Zoe in the match, because she hasn't had much of a push since the other two members of Pure Fusion Collective were let go. I'll be honest, I wasn't the hugest fan of Pure Fusion Collective. That was just my opinion, though. I liked Zoe, I liked Shayna, I just wasn't a big fan of Sonya. And the whole, like, when they were doing all this, all I thought of was S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm sorry. Like, you can't recreate S.H.I.E.L.D. as much as you try. No matter how hard you try, there will never be another faction like the S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm sorry. Again, my opinion. Don't get mad at me. Alright, anyways. Tamina.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina.
Again, I didn't know she was part of the...
Shoulder to shoulder with the Usos.
Oh.
Tamina's alliance with this dynasty.
So is she their cousin?
Never been in question.
Or sister?
I remember watching Monday Night Raw, and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection.
Naomi's not blood-related. She's married to Jimmy. But I see where you're coming from.
She has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable
Ouch.
with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion.
I'm kind of glad they got rid of that championship, though.
Any environment,
It was kind of pointless.
any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance.
Oh, we're gonna change history again.
Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own, because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
Right. Oh my god, this is Charlotte's old theme.
She's actually half decent.
Here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
It's a pretty cool theme, though.
Who won that? Don't mind that. Yeah, Jack.
It's, yeah. I see what you mean about how she's a female version of her dad, though.
Literally.
Even her entrance is a remix of his theme. The problem with Charlotte is she needs to do something different. She's been doing this gimmick for way too long, and it's getting boring.
Careers change forever. You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined.
Like, she was... I found it hard to cheer for her when she came back at the Rumble, because people wanted to see her, but they didn't want to see her at the same time. It was like, what the hell are you doing?
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a
I do know one thing about Charlotte and Becky, though. They cannot stand each other. Oh my god! It's this version of Becky!
Yes.
Steampunk Becky.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier, and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous.
I mean, it's better than when Becky debuted. She kind of had a similar thing to Sheamus, but then let it go very quickly.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you could feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right
I know you guys can't hear the music, but this is a bop. Just pretend there's music. Or go look it up if you know what it is.
There's a big fight coming.
Tamina.
Perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
We actually had this conversation a few weeks ago. It's like, we weren't sure if she was part of the family tree or not, but apparently she is.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
I want that shirt. That shirt would be so cool for my character.
She wants that briefcase.
Isn't it? Look at it.
Title. It's in her blood.
The shirt Tamina's wearing, it would be perfect for my character. Who else was in this match? Oh, Carmella.
Mella is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Was this it? Just the 4 of them? No, there's one more.
Making her way to the ring.
Wasn't Carmella's catchphrase not the face?
Byron,
Hi, D5.
a couple of good points recently.
Thank you for doing a sound test. We kind of checked that already, though.
WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalia,
oh, that's right, Natalia.
Who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
I do like Natalia's theme. I mean, she's part of the other royal family in WWE. Or is she the other, or the other?
Opportunity so fiercely.
There's so many, like there's so many wrestlers that are like either offspring or relatives of previous wrestlers. I know Natalia, is she the niece of Bret Hart? Is she Bret Hart's niece or daughter? Niece, okay. Charlotte's obviously Ric Flair's daughter. Tamina's obvious.
She too is the best there is.
Obviously Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes. Oh, Braun Breaker and Goldberg. Wasn't Randy Orton's dad also? Oh shit.
Superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here.
Okay. Okay. Pulverize Charlotte Flair. I mean, sure, it'd be my pleasure. Successfully attack, grapple, or dive at your opponents. Feel the damage meter or let your opponents take care of each other for you. I'm gonna go after Charlotte though. Where's Charlotte?
Natalia and Becky Lynch can climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. And looking at the playing field,
ouch.
The majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off.
From the top, look out below. From ring
There you are, Charlotte.
side, risking it all paid off.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to the ladder and close to the briefcase.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be watching. Just punishing their opponent.
Okay, heavy combos.
Oh, God.
Incoming.
Head down to the gut.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
And she quickly turned that around.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
Oh no, you don't.
Well, I don't think there was anything necessary about that.
Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't quite grab it. Just ejected from the ring. And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one.
All the way up and all the way down. Fall away slam. A nice kick up.
Center of the ring. Carefully setting up the ladder.
Oh no, you don't, Becky.
Here we go. That's called changing the decor of the broadcast area.
I have a feeling there's more to come, Corey. Becky with history in her hands.
Oh.
St. Louis behind Becky now.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There's no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Sharp clothesline.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. She's reaching.
Oh no, you don't. Good.
This isn't a good position to go for it.
That certainly seems...
Watch out.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement.
Well, there she goes. She's taking things to the floor here.
And Carmella is clearly looking for a fight here.
A contract that can change
Come on.
lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars has successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
And the action
Get out of here, Natalia.
too close for comfort here. Uh-oh. Look at this. Once again, she's put on the back foot.
Yeah, the effects of this ladder match, desperately trying to find a way out, and she does.
Now looking a bit worse for wear.
Carmella showing she can be a brutal competitor on that exchange.
Oh.
Head scissors.
Round and round we go.
Nicely done with the head scissors.
Okay.
Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
From the top.
And now here's Tamina. Through the air. And connects.
From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
3 second-generation superstars.
Come on, pick up the ladder.
in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalia, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred
How do you pick up?
for these
How do you pick up
moments.
ladders?
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
And slides back into the ring.
Big form. Money in the Bank briefcase still.
Becky Lynch got her locked in. Submission move. The disarmer here. Disarmer by Lynch.
And this is just to send a message. No more. Oh, this trap, but she gets away. Becky Lynch looking to embarrass her opponent.
Right to the midsection.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win?
He's bringing the fight up high.
How do you push it over?
This can end badly, quickly. Oh, ouch.
Reaching.
So close to victory.
The crowd is going absolutely
Thank you, Charlotte.
crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
Straining to get this thing down.
You got to do everything you can
Come on.
at this point.
Move, dog.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing.
Oh my god. I'm still trying to do a heavy combo to Charlotte.
Square, square, X.
Thank
But
you.
carnage happening in this one.
Thing is, she won't hold still.
Fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it. Sit up, slam. Oh my gosh, what impact.
Becky Lynch looking to secure the win. And the manhandle slam.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch rolls through, and she's
Breaking the submission attempt there.
Moves from the ring to the outside. Looks like she's heading back into the ring.
there's a
I think Charlotte's legs just got twisted there.
Oh no, she's gonna get plastic surgery again and be out for another.
And now she's making it to the top.
You're horrible.
It's true.
I mean, sure, that works. Let go of me, Becky! Oh my god. Bad Becky.
Counter from Tamina.
Get out of here, Becky.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Oh,
Natalia, seriously!
The ground beneath my feet is shaking.
Lynch landing awkward on the outside. She might be nearing the end of her rope.
At this point in the match, there's no
Wait,
time to
go
recover.
away,
The
Natalia.
damage is done.
She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
Returning back to the ring.
Yeah, finally. Carrie, come out a little higher, give a big... Okay. I gotta pick one more up. Okay. I want to carry.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
I was pressing R1, what the heck?
You have to press circle and then press hold up on the right stick, then R1.
Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse. The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied. Got the submission.
And she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here.
Get out of here, Becky. That's a good... There she is.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here.
Especially Charlotte Flair got it from me.
Knows exactly what she's doing, and it is not...
There you go, get up, Tamina, get up.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
She's going for
Yeah,
it.
climb up the ladder. What are you doing?
She can do it.
The prize is literally there for the taking.
This could be it. Gentlemen, we are about to...
Oh, come on, really?
Gotta push ladder on.
I didn't want to push ladders
You go
over.
to the side and press X.
I tried that before and she just dabbed.
Your winner of the Money in the Bank contract and
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
Come here, Charlotte.
Became an evolution, only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
Here we go.
She knew how to evade that.
Back into the ring here. Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder.
Becky, what are you doing?
Briefcase.
Actually, no, I need Becky in the ring. Come here, Becky.
I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey.
Tamina, what are you doing?
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was awarded to a week. Here we go.
Then Tamina.
Oh!
Its way right to our doorstep.
I'm Natalya!
Certainly got tested by that hit.
Yes, Carmella's clearly setting out to prove just how untouchable
Get
she
out of
is.
here.
And heavy hands to follow.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
Trying to grab it.
The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands. Carmella trying to snatch the contract.
History in Mella's hands.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Finally.
She's taken her share of blows at this point. Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an
Get in there, Becky.
ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
Sky high. Brutal knee to the side of the face.
Oh, come on, Shot.
Face stop.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense.
This is why I don't like these matches. You're supposed to do things like this, but like when it's multiplayer, they, you know, other wrestlers get in the way.
Going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Flair retaliating and got away with that one. And after that shot to the knee, what could be next? She's reaching up and trying to unhook it as fast as she can.
I'm pressing. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Trying not to fall around too much.
How do I let go? How do I knock the ladder over? I don't know how to knock the ladder over.
Maybe fix it and take a look at the moves. The controls, sorry. Stupid cameras are blind. This is your game, not mine.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Charlotte, and she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
Your winner of the
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that
Get out of the
became an
fucking
evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the... Look out! No escape in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth. Hope you got your running shoes tied tight, boys. We might need to bolt out of here.
Ooh, what a forearm club.
Arm wringer.
Well, that changed.
Will you cut it out?
What?
Back and forth, counter after counter.
Powerful contact by Tamina. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
She countered that into her own offense. She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes. Not a good spot to be in. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion. Every counter being answered with another.
She's starting to feel the effects of that offense.
Natty putting some old school know-how behind that maneuver.
Unloading! You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Rapid fire rights over and over.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Ascending the ropes. Climbing.
Launcher.
The prize is in sight. Is it in reach?
Is this the right time? Is this the career-making moment?
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women... for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Hoisted up high here. Down into the shoulder. Wow, that hurt. That offense might have rocked the confidence of Natalya.
Yes, Becky's trademark brashness continues to serve her well on this one.
Ooh, brutal impact into the corner.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
If this keeps up, climbing that ladder is going to be very difficult.
That'll fillet your chest.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. Oh, he scattered that one.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
I'm not really paying attention.
Yes.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both
So
tumble
maybe
to
I
the
missed
floor.
about the story about how
Both
I
women
got
crashing
about.
down hard. The Queen,
Dude,
Charlotte Flair,
that's
the
not
first
funny.
to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh,
Why not?
driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
She blew out an either.
The
And he's going to get
Queen
plastic surgery.
rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte
Oh,
is
God.
genetically
You got 30
superior.
seconds to get the
Yeah,
fight.
undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Playing all out, guys, things are about to turn disastrous.
Oh, back elbow blows that one out.
Go Charlotte.
Running power slam. Veteran confidence and mind games on display from Natalya.
What do you mean? She was out of the ring. And dishing out enough pain to remove hers. That's what.
Are you kidding me?
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya.
I'll come back and do this later.
The strength to climb a ladder.
Sorry, that's ridiculous.
Taking this match to the outside.
Ooh, headbutt from the rear.
Bringing this back into the ring.
Plastic ass out of it. Yours too. Literally, Becky and Tamina are the only ones in this ring who haven't had plastic surgery. I'm not joking.
Now Natalya sent to the outside with a
I mean, I saw the signs of Italians on.
Oh,
They did.
guys, she is
So,
bleeding now.
Now
Yeah.
the sight of her own blood can either fuel her with adrenaline or allow fear to creep in. Money in the bank briefcase.
Now if you spam one of the attack buttons, that it'll actually help you get a plastic.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money
From the top.
Big splash?
placing the ladder right in the middle of the ring. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
Get out of it.
Right to the chest. You really should be fighting on the ladder.
She continues to battle off the ladder. This is
Ooh.
the chance. Could be the only one.
Time is your enemy here. I just don't know if there's enough of it to get it done.
I really hate that even if that's stuff.
They're good if they're not, 5 people. Which has only ever happened once.
Foot just stomping down.
She's got the ladder positioned how she wants it.
Creating a deadly situation in the corner.
The problem is, it's expecting you to do specific things.
And I don't know how much longer this can continue.
Computer players that do not cooperate
professional
with you at all.
From the top.
Off the mark with that one.
Okay, I don't know how nobody was home there.
Super kick. Carmella's eyes are growing wider now. Is this her chance to climb the ladder and become Ms. Money in the Bank?
Jumping headbutt. A lot of damage taken.
Get out of here.
I'm not sure how this will pan out. Yeah, she's really in trouble now. I don't know if she can turn it around.
Victory is literally within her reach here.
Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
Super kick. Ouch.
I don't remember Tamina ever doing a super kick, but okay.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go.
That's it. Tamina has the
I'm gonna have to
briefcase.
get back there.
I'll come back to it later.
Miss Money in the Bank.
Okay, that Natalia thing was bullshit. Like, how did they expect you to take Natalia out for good in 30 seconds?
Easy, finisher.
How?
Use Tamina's finisher. That's not.
Like, we won't get any of that though because we didn't get the.
Oh, no, we'll come back later.
Like,
I'll do it. You will crack the shits
I'm
again.
not cracking the shits. I wanted to give it a go myself.
Tamina, Carmella, Natalia, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
From way up.
Look at the player.
Burn. Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring. Oh, nothing fancy with that boot.
And Charlotte.
And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
Oh, what a heavy combo.
Oh! Just like that, she turned it around.
Into a double knee drop.
Really?
A handstand.
And she's beginning to look
Just like real life. Always spending the same bloody minute.
No safe
Yeah, this is flat out beyond
can be your best friend.
Yeah, and did it very badly.
There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being
Hey, a blessing in the way. Making
Diving headbutt. I don't care how much you train. You can't prepare for a commercial airliner to come crashing down on you like that.
Clearing up the announce table. This isn't going to end well.
such an instant recovery.
Take things to the floor.
You know.
And heading up top. Back into the ring she goes. Yep. Blast off.
Ooh. Bang.
Carmella planted one there. The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most powerful opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab it.
Hey, guy, you want to do it yourself?
Okay.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalia, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
Get out of the way, Carmella.
More intimidating in this group than Tamina.
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion. Forearm to the face. Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons.
Get back here, Charlotte.
Headed to the top rope. Into a reverse DDT. Great move. The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Picture perfect takedown. Right across the larynx.
All right, come here, Becky.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne.
Oh my God, Natalia.
Vicious attack. They outlaw that move from other sports for a reason.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Ms. Money in the Bank.
Putting that ladder in the exact right position now. Center of the ring.
Okay, how do I pick her up? Grab R1.
Circle, hold up on the right stick, that one, and then...
Ladders in position.
Oh, Charlotte, no!
She's grabbing at the prize now.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation.
How do I knock it over?
Charlotte's at the top with the briefcase.
Will she rise back to her throne? Closing in on the prize here.
This might be the final pull. It's almost down.
Back into the ring she comes.
Oh.
Charlotte has the contract. The queen is Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money in the Bank contract.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here.
Get out of here, Natalia.
Charlotte, Carmella, Natalia, and Becky Lynch
Yes.
will climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
Becky, sake, stop hitting me!
Than Tamina.
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
Not Charlotte.
Opportunity. It pretty much guarantees Tamina will
Biggest
become the next
expense
women's
of
champion.
Such a danger.
To the sky! Where in the world do you get such reckless abandon?
Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
And now heading back inside the ring.
Oh my god.
Round and round we go.
Go behind. German suplex.
Now Natalia sent to the outside with authority. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense.
I didn't even get a chance to counter that. I didn't even get a chance to counter that.
Shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Everyone can counter mine, Lewis, but I can't counter this.
You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Oh my god, Natalia, go away!
Does she think she's in a pose-off or something? This is a wrestling match. I'm all for getting in the head of your opponent, but there's a point where she has to lock up. You gotta wonder if there's more animosity in this match than we previously thought.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring. Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match. Gonna try and unhook it now.
Oh. Properly press. Okay.
Someone can do
Tamina landing.
Okay, now what?
Heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne.
Oh, wait, Becky, I don't need you anymore.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
Jesus!
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books.
Look out! Impact crossbody. Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it.
Oh, come on. Just take it back in the ring. Pretty please.
Say a little louder, Saxton. I don't think they heard you.
Okay. Becky connects.
Oh!
Oh, God!
We all know what is going through their head here.
Yep. Destruction, carnage, annihilation.
Yeah, but they should be thinking about this coming out of their paycheck. A contract that can change lives.
Get back in the ring, Becky.
Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport.
Okay, we'll do this in the ring. We'll do it your way.
Superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was awarded to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown
Okay.
champion if you grab the contract tonight.
What am I doing? What am I thought I was picking her up.
Snapmare could set something up.
Oh.
What?
I pressed L1 instead of L. That's better.
Getting carried.
Sweet.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
Okay, what do I need to do with Charlotte? She's right here. I might as well do this now. You and Charlotte are both standing in the ring like that.
Attack.
Okay.
Boot to the gut will stop anyone in their...
Perfect.
Nice reversal by
Charlotte
Charlotte Flair.
So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to stun her?
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my. Driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
What you just...
Okay.
Attack, grapple, or dive at your opponent's doesn't make
saw
sense.
is why we say Charlotte is
Get up,
genetically superior.
Tamina!
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
And she's coming back.
No, get back here, you... Get out of the ring! Get out of the ring, Natalia!
Face. Now that's using your head.
For fuck's sake, this is gonna be the... Becky, go away!
I'll come back to it.
No.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalia.
How's that fair?
History. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone.
Carmella, get back here. For fuck's sake. Get back here, Carmella.
Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase and become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key.
Carmella.
Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase.
What's Mella assembling here? Can't prepare your face for that.
Becky, get back here.
A contract that could change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
And she's fine taking this to the outside. Charlotte just
Becky,
running
what
it in
are you
now.
doing?
Every strike more devastating than the last. Systematic attack on the...
Yeah.
And crank it up.
Okay.
And put my phone there just in case it closes.
On for Becky.
Come on.
And that's not going to make Tamina happy.
Some dominant offense there from the one and only man.
She gets bounced into the corner. And she's positioning the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring now. Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalia, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
She's going up now, going up high, heading up that ladder, center of the ring. Victory is within reach now.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
That's telling your opponent, you don't deserve to share this stage with me.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts
Yeah, please take care of each other.
move quickly. She's in place. Can she end this here? Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
She's making the climb up the ladder.
Becky, what are you doing?
Signs of hesitation.
Forearm to the kidneys. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
And the slam. Oh, man. Sent into the stairs. That'll stop anybody. This one's heading to the outside.
Go away, Charlotte.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't
Then now to me.
Why are you going for Becky? How is that possible?
What kind of a challenge this one's going to be.
Yeah, Tamina just inflicted as much pain as possible and enjoyed it.
And retaliates with a counter. What a boot. She's starting to wear down here.
Don't you get back here, Charlotte.
Damage now seriously impacts your speed up the ladder.
Naturally, Tamina going the intimidation route.
But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that offense.
Blocked up in the corner.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win?
Guys, they're getting a little too close for comfort.
Stop hiding behind Cole, Saxton.
Counter from Tamina. Drop kick on target.
Naturally, Tamina
Come on.
going the intimidation route.
Charlotte, get in the ring.
Face first
Oh,
into the chair.
oh.
She's been busted open.
This could be a turning point in the matchup. Carmella, high risk. Charlotte's eyes tracking, measuring her up.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Oh, natural selection by Charlotte.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her
God,
throne
this is
awaits.
stupid.
Smack dab in the center of the ring.
Perfect placement.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts the climb, but needs to move quickly.
She's got it in her hands.
Can she end it here?
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Oh my God, Charlotte, let me go.
Already ahead of you.
She's being derailed here.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
She wants to take this thing to the outside.
A demeaning gaze painted on Flair's face.
She's just begging her to come at her now.
What impact! Right in the kisser. Mounting. And hammer away. Shifts things around and tosses
No,
it.
come on, Charlotte.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring.
All the way to the tippy top of the ladder.
No. Holy hell.
From high up on the ladder, crushing the opposition with their full weight. Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Trying to reach it. Trying to win.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
No! Soon, we could be seeing a submission here.
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick.
Trying to maneuver out and successfully. Oh, wow.
Finally.
Nice reversal by Sharp. What you just... So saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way?
Get out of the way, Charlotte. I'm not after you.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
And the fight keeps being brought to Natalya.
Yeah, you get the sense.
Finally. Oh my god, that was so stressful. I need a drink. Oh, fuck, that's strong. Margarita, I did it! Okay, that was one of the dumbest things I've ever done. This is probably honestly, this is probably the hardest match I've had to do in this, showcase. Now the hard part is over. Now I have to actually climb and grab the grab the briefcase.
Is tapping into another level here, and it could
Get out of here, Charlotte.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for the coach from the top.
Let's go over submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here. Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied.
She might want to tap here.
She's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her.
No idea where this one's heading.
Attacking the torso again, doing a little...
Suplex rolls through. Oh!
Right into
How do I pick up the ladder?
She's gonna tap.
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done. Oof.
Oh my God. Vicious backbreaker. And a stiff shot to her core there.
Look at this. She's going for her
Get up,
destiny.
Tamina.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
Oof. Showing no signs of Carmella with a super kick. Natalya's night could have
Carmella,
just ended
get
right
a...
there.
Oh my god, Tamina, move!
Climb the ladder.
She's stretching, but can she get a grip?
It looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up
He's
there.
like, Becky, get out of here.
For Carmella. Can she pull it down? Sliding back into the ring.
And she's tracking her opponent. Might be ready to put her away.
Up high.
Wow, cross body. A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal. Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach.
Trying to put the ladder in the middle of the ring.
Climb. Tamina, climb.
Is this the right time?
Climb, Tamina. Oh my god, what am I doing?
Oh, look at her leg strength. Ladder's in position. Gonna make the climb.
The focus on obtaining the prize.
This is a risky play, but could be the only opportunity on the match. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
From behind, German suplex.
This is
Release.
stupid.
Take a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
She set the ladder up dead center.
Her eyes are on the prize now.
Tamina, go.
Center of the ring.
Move, Tamina.
It's going to take some time, but you got to just... They're delivering the chop.
Natural selection.
Bye-bye, come.
Really? Really? Seriously? Are you kidding me? After all that? I'm actually really angry at that now. This is stupid. I've been doing this for literally an hour.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch,
It's the stupidest match ever.
All with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from you. Flying! Holy cow! That chair came in on them fast.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
And I'll switch targets because this is ridiculous.
On Carmella. A club with the right forearm.
That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills. No safe haven in this match. These ladders could be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Let go of me, Charlotte.
It's everyone for herself. There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Taking things back into the ring.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb. She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it.
Stay out of this, Carmella.
Becky just aggressive.
You know what's good for you.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
Oh, strong impact.
Get out of here, Charlotte. I don't need you anymore. Oh my god!
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Oh, my God, what a move!
Get out of here, Charlotte.
Sent out of the ring the hard way.
I need Becky in the ring. She's the only one who's not in the ring.
Back suplex.
It wasn't the higher distance that caused
No, because once I did... No, because once I did everything, Becky climbed the ladder and got the briefcase.
They certainly contributed. Readjusting the furniture. We know how this ends.
Tamina, she's thinking big. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina.
No, I need to start again, because once I do everything, I need to...
No, I mean, at that part, you just need to attack her?
Yeah. I don't need to stop her from getting in the ring or anything.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity.
Just need Becky to hold still.
2 years. More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
And that's not going to make Tamina happy.
Yeah, Natalya showed that Hart family wisdom.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing.
All right, that's it.
Coming back from the outside now.
Just a quick like that.
Yes.
We can hear you from the other end of the house.
Yeah.
Quite that.
Okay.
To the kidneys from behind. Come on, there's no fair play in that. I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut.
This is such a dumb match.
She turns it around.
This is such a dumb match.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance.
Oh, Natalya, for fuck's sake.
SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Oh, knee crusher. That's gonna hurt. Oh, check out this power. This is ridiculous. Power slam. Big forearm.
Turned it around with a reversal.
Running bulldog. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime. From the top.
She was slowed down yet again.
If this keeps up,
As soon as I need to get in the ring, Becky's out of the ring. As soon as I need to get... If I'm in the ring, Becky's out of the ring. If I'm out of the ring, Becky's in the ring. What do I do?
take away all the mobility in that leg.
And she's only taking more damage at this stage.
Yeah, Cole, taking this much
Natalya,
damage
get
now
the
seriously
frick out of
impacts
here.
her speed up the ladder. to the spine. Nice takedown by Becky, looking for the armbar. Disarm her cinched in. It's got to be a matter of seconds before we hear something pop.
Gotta find a way out. Not
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
And now Tamina sent ringside. Now it's Lynch.
There it is. Manhandle slam.
Becky, Tamina, get up. Oh, for fuck's sake. You watch, I'll jump in the ring, Becky will be out of the ring.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage. This could be the beginning of the end.
Oh, that would have...
Oh, there it is. Hits
Come on, I don't want Charlotte, I want Natalia.
She's tapping, but it doesn't matter.
Let go of me,
This
Charlotte, for
situation-
fuck's sake. This is such a stupid match.
Are not a factor for her.
The action spilling out to our announce desk. And evades the attack.
I hate this type of format.
Throws her back in for
It's one thing to be one-on-one where you have to do certain things, but to have 4 other wrestlers in the ring with you.
Settling around the candlestick. No good.
Bloody baby Charlotte.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. Fast movement gets her out of the way.
And goes back into the ring here.
Oh, come on, Becky.
Close to the top turnbuckle.
Bam!
So stupid.
Off the top rope.
The electric chair down for the drop.
She's headed outside now.
I wonder what her game plan is.
German suplex.
To dominate your opponent. This has been an epic encounter.
These fans are sending the decibel level off the scale.
Lynch now on the offensive. She's setting the ladder up dead center.
Her eyes are on the prize.
Oh, come on, seriously?
Right in the middle of
The
the
second I get in the ring, Becky gets out of the ring. Are you kidding me?
Can she end this here?
It's just a matter of time.
Get
now.
in the ring, Becky.
For error on top of the ladder.
For fuck's sake, get out of here.
Leading her into the corner now.
Kicks right to the midsection.
Fuck off, Charlotte!
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Ooh, hooked into the turnbuckle.
I'm starting again. This is bullshit.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch looking to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't.
Seth Rollins. Yes. You're pissing off your tribal chief.
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title
Oh,
opportunity.
Becky, stay right there, Becky. Oh, for
Opportunity, it
fuck's
pretty much
sake.
guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Go play with each other. Let me have Becky.
Swivel. Ladders will
Oh,
be used
come
as
on.
weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
She's looking to go top rope here.
Oh, that hurt right to the
I
kidney.
hate this. I really hate this.
Match is just...
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
She's trying to slip out of this.
Such a narrow window to escape, but she found it.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our
I don't want you, Natalia. Get out.
17 superstars has successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
That attack might have diminished Charlotte's sense of superiority.
Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm. And she's positioning the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring there.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking. Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach.
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring. Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalia, of course, a 3rd-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank. A powerbomb like that will leave you with bruises and remind you of this moment for days.
Back here, Natalia. Oh my god. What the fuck is going on?
Taking flight.
But now we see Tamina.
I mean, that works.
Right onto the target outside. That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win?
She's got it in her hands.
Can she end it?
Might be a
Okay.
little overzealous going for it here.
That's exactly who I need. Go.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women...
Oh my god, I don't need Becky, I need Charlotte.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal. We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Sent flying out of the ring.
It's a cat
Focus
fest.
that attack at the base. Can't put together much offense with no base. Back into the ring now.
Finally.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior. Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
No! Come on, after all this, no!
Oh, shin breaker.
Get out, Tamina!
In this match, these ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone.
Oh god, okay.
Do we do this last part?
Yes, all you have to do is climb the ladder above the bridge.
There is no room for friends when
Do not
history
let
is being
any of the
made.
others do
You
it.
can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you. Then now to Tamina.
Gets herself out of harm's way.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Counter from Tamina.
This deep into a ladder match, so the last thing you want is to start.
What's a finisher? How do I do it? Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Get that. Moving.
Yeah.
Move. Turning camera off for a second. Why is she only diving? Her finishes are just diving.
Yeah, this is why Tamina doesn't wrestle anymore.
Good grief.
Powerful contact by Tamina.
Theoretically, the ideal finish would be Carmella's climbing the ladder, and then Tamina makes the top knocks off and after.
Chair shot delivered. And some effective offense
Because,
with that
like,
one.
in history, Carmella's technically the winner. But in changing it, so Tamina.
Elbow strike.
Coming back to her torso area. This could become a strategy. And the Queen might be hurting after that hit.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
Now keep Charlotte up. He's trying to see if he can get another win.
I love it. Carmella just humiliating her opponent now.
Oh, ouch. Carmella gets whipped.
Lynch has got it.
Clearly not trying to win this one right now, just adding insult to injury.
Yes, shut up.
And she breaks her own submission.
Be focused.
We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
Right to the kidneys from behind. And back elbow creates separation. Her endurance is really being tested.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending a ladder very challenging.
Up and wheelbarrow face buster. She's headed out of the ring. Looking for
Oh my god. Need more.
It's so dumb.
Here we go. What was that? I pressed it.
Driving down.
Yeah, it decides whether or not it wants to rate it. Like, it's like, I saw that you pressed it. Well, I'm saying that.
Sharpshooter applied. Just looking to do some damage.
And the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
She's headed to the outside. No threat
Charlotte, thank you.
here. Charlotte Flair with a
For once, I'm actually appreciating Charlotte Flair. It'll never happen again.
Put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits.
I'll try to make Charlotte get fucking.
Trying to.
Championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage.
Still getting up.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny, willing to go through hell.
You stop stressing. You're not helping.
Struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult.
This is so tense.
The
Oh, dude.
WWE Universe
He
is
was
with bated
nuts.
breath, and you can feel it. The mood has
Just leave it for later. Just leave it for later. I will do it myself later.
Whatever. Wasted like an hour and a half on that.
You could have just continued.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that
You don't always have to be a perfectionist.
I'm not trying to be a perfectionist. I'm trying to complete it.
You completed it.
No, I didn't.
So much.
Getting the 100% is perfectionist.
No, it's not. I didn't unlock anything from that match.
Way too much for almost anyone.
It doesn't unlock unless you do everything in one run through.
Okay, I get that. You don't need it.
Yeah, because Tamina fucking sucks.
It's also you don't need it because when are you ever going to use any of those wrestlers?
Well, actually, I did like what Tamina was wearing. I did say that.
Yeah, and you've that's Tamina's normal attire.
Well, it's not.
Whatever.
Would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The
Oh, this should be good.
are 8-time
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be something bullshit.
The Usos have main
Right,
evented
pessimistic.
WrestleMania after initially fighting.
Oh, so I'm the pessimistic one.
Spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jay are poetry in motion.
As long as it's not WrestleMania 39, KO and Sammy versus Usos, I'll be fine.
Bit of savvy they
So I believe it is.
growing up in professional
If it is, I'm
wrestling
out. I'm
to
done.
keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jay his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jay ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania.
Oh, don't tell me.
Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the bloodline. When Jimmy and Jay are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps,
Them and the New Day carried the tag team.
perhaps, Their grandest moment came during the
Thank God, because I did not want to do WrestleMania 39.
in a cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their
They were new.
greatest opposition.
Yeah, WrestleMania 39 was when they lost the
From
Tag Team
July
Championships
October
to
of that
Sammy
year,
and Kevin.
the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy
Oh,
and
so the
Jay
Freebird
could
rule
never
is,
know for
like,
sure
taboo, but
who
the Bloodline
opponents
rules
would
is
be,
fine.
with a different
Who
game
figured?
plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the
Oh God, that's strong.
brutality that exists
Good one,
within
they made it.
Hell
I know.
in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal.
Is this where Big E broke his neck?
Down. But
No, that was John Breaker.
since day 1. Now it's time to
Big E
force the
didn't
New
jump
Day
for a suplex.
to realize
Oh.
there's nothing wrong
Or German
with them
suplex.
Ouch.
being in second place.
1 second, I'm gonna take this
Nothing
audio.
that's stopping you inside Hell in a
Okay, I'm still mad about the Tamina thing.
I know, they can still hear you.
I know. I want them to hear me. Because, I mean, I'm probably going to get proven wrong by people
But for what?
by saying that, okay, that match, I seriously tried. I was trying for a good hour and 30. But it's one thing to do this showcase when you're against a tag team or a singles match trying to do specific moves on your opponent. But when there's 4 other wrestlers in the game, and you only need one of them, like that one jumps out when you jump in, and then jumps in when you jump out, it becomes very
Oh my God,
frustrating.
30 years.
And pancakes. I don't do this anymore, it makes me sad.
And is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. And accompanied
yeah,
by
how appropriate.
Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the
Why are the
trombone
ropes
on the way to the biggest fight of
pink
his
and,
life.
pink and blue?
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually
Wait, can you guys
requested this
hear
match
that?
to defend their tag
I don't know if you can hear that.
Thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began,
That's okay.
it would end once and for all
Okay.
inside Hell in a Cell. New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
Okay.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a chow hall beat.
They both have sleep tattoos, though, on both arms.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams.
Maybe
of
they
the
added more
modern
layers.
era. This is going to be special.
Over multiple sessions. Ew.
Tornado
I need another
tag
drink. This
rules
is
here,
too much.
gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go
Yeah, no, that's
everywhere
Jack.
before that
Keeps having
happens.
it. No, he does have it. They're just more layered. Yeah,
That's what I just said. That's what I just said. I just said he's probably got more reasons.
I was tricking you.
So that's what it's all about.
The
The
showcase
tag
is all
team
about those
titles.
matches, by the way.
I know, but normally it's fine, but it's just bullshit when there's 4 other people in the match who do not cooperate with you at all. I'd rather it be a button masher. Okay, what are we doing?
Remember this match.
An opponent? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? An opponent taunt in 20 seconds.
Just under Tornado Tag Team rules, a 2-on-2 match with the pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags,
so.
no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Okay, that's... okay. Mentally calming down before I scream.
If that's the case, cut the stream.
I'm not going to cut the stream.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain.
Oh. They should not do that first up.
They're getting harder and harder on purpose.
I know they're getting harder and harder.
Just think about the Roman vs. Cody, because that's what it will be.
Why? It'll be in my favor because it's Bloodline rules. I know exactly where it's going. I'll be playing as Roman. And I'll have people helping me.
Night too.
Yeah, exactly. It's Bloodline rules because Cody and Seth lost on night 1.
But it'll be the hardest out of all of them because it'll be the final thing.
Oh, shoot, you're right, because people did show up to help Cody. Okay, I see where you're coming from.
There's also, video game logic, games get harder as you keep
I know things get harder, but the Money in the Bank matches have always been broken in this series.
Because they haven't optimized it since 2016.
I know, that's the problem, and then they expect you to do all these things in the showcase, but the AIs don't actually...
really touches the showcase, ever.
I know, I thought I'd do it for the content, and just saying, guys, this showcase is good, but just the Tamina match will probably break you, because it nearly broke me, and for my sanity and your entertainment, I had to skip it because I wanted to move on. So I wasn't going to spend 3 hours trying to do the same match, because that's boring and nobody wants to see that. If you guys really desperately want to see me try and do it, let me know, otherwise I'm skipping it, because I'm sorry. Call me a pussy. I don't care. Press L1 near a weapon and pick it up.
Do you know how to get rid of a weapon now?
Yeah.
Punishment.
2 of the
Need to get out of the ring first.
tag teams ever. One of the best
They keep swapping the buttons to get out of the ring every year, I swear.
Yeah, I know, just because...
Go 24, we go 1.
Thunderous impact.
What do you reckon 2K does in their office? Oh, how can we confuse players this time? Oh, I know, let's swap the buttons around and mess with everybody's muscle memory.
You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams that WWE has had in a long time. While I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. Wild springboard attack.
And the fight is being brought to the Usos there.
Yeah, New Day building up that quicker pace there.
Yeah, no, that's dumb. I've been trying to get out of the ring since it told me to get out of the ring.
And the champ only gets a count of 1.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area.
Go away, Xavier.
In the walls of the cell.
You did this. You broke New Day.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
So many amazing matches between these 2 teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these 2 teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE. This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
One of you get in the ring, please.
Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair. New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Surprise, either member of the New Day with a signature super kick.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most
I don't have a signature powered up.
For New Day. What's interesting, though, is...
That's the other thing. It expects you to have stuff saved up when you don't.
The New Day not choosing Big E and
Because unless the match goes 100% your way, you're not going to have those things ready.
Man, that did not look good at all for Big E.
Hurricanrana.
Oof. Great ring awareness saved him. Oh, what a clothesline. And Jimmy Uso clearly ready for a fight here.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing to.
Soul kick.
That was a super kick, wasn't it?
He's got Woods in his grasp.
A string of counters.
Oh, what an uppercut. So impactful.
Ooh, saw it coming and hit him with a shot to the face.
Okay, what am I doing wrong?
Needs to be a signature.
I have a signature. No, I don't.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anawali family. The champ is going for the cover.
Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that? He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him.
He connects with a counter. Super kick!
Okay. Wait, I have to switch? Am I Jimmy or Jay at the moment?
You were Jimmy.
How do I switch to Jay?
I do not know. I don't know.
Wait,
We can have a new champ here. And stopping the pin there.
Trying to debilitate the capability to stand.
How did you do that?
I pressed this button.
Touchpad.
Yeah. I think I read that here.
So, okay, you had to stop tingling them.
Right, yeah. Okay, what do I have to do as Jay? Bring the fight to Big E when you're both in the ring by hitting him with a heavy attack. Where's Big E?
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric.
Oh! Did this actually happen?
I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed.
Okay. Five more attacks from a new weapon should have them regretting
He's
their
the whole
choices.
complexion of this match.
Now check this out. Crucifix applied. This could be a combination.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
Still going
Wait,
to take
I
a
didn't-
massive effort to keep him down.
Oh, the wrong twin. Okay.
Talking to Xavier.
I just noticed Big E's titties are out.
Is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been covered for the championship. The challenger fending off the 2 count.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not. He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Whoa. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team, the powerhouse of the New
Oh, come on.
and his opponent up. Big ending. The New Day might be on the verge of retaining.
I don't know how I did that.
Kick out. One. Unbelievable. More like inhuman.
There's no smile on Big E's face right now after that kick out. He knows he has to be all business.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave a well. Oh! Ooh, man. Now this is really getting out of hand here.
Someone needs to step in.
Just wailing
Oh, no, you
around that
don't.
weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn
Oh, come on.
hooked in.
There's a small package driver. Could be game over for the Usos.
Oh, thank you.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. He's heading back to the ring.
If I get this first try, it'll just bring my point about what I said earlier with Money in the Bank.
Oh, a jumping arm breaker. Oh, man, check out this power.
Gorilla, the champ with the cover. Saving his team from defeat. Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly. Brought down with the bulldog.
Calculating the next move here. Ooh, right to the throat. Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Man,
Oh, come on. I did recover on that one.
Taking the brunt of that.
And Jimmy gets knocked around again.
yeah, Jimmy might be close to being shut down. Elbow thrown to break up the maneuver.
Caught in a bad spot.
Sit out powerbomb. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand.
Woods finds an opening.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
Boom, uppercut.
That'll knock you silly.
Okay, now what? Successfully attack, grapple, or dive at your opponent to put it down. Done. Am I currently Jimmy or am I Jay still? Hit Big E with a front heavy attack.
Headed back into the ring. Uh-oh. Soul kick.
Okay, I think I'm Jay. That's Jimmy.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Top rope. He catches Woods with a counter.
Innovative offense prowess from the Usos could end it all right here.
Yep.
Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
Ouch.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs, using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
Take a pinata.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos!
So what I said was kind of true. The Money in the Bank is the dumbest mode in this game.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and
Naomi.
more than earned her
I'm calling it as Naomi.
She's always happy
Yep.
to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end.
Yeah, they've covered people's faces if they're not signed with WWE anymore.
To so many of our younger members of the WWE showing a new
Yeah, but she was released though.
anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
This will be interesting.
Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance.
Another changing history one, so
To a third
yeah.
SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's ability.
This is 2020, so this is after I got Bayley, thank God.
By Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
I just had a thought. Thinking about Naomi. So, if you guys are familiar, she's kind of turned heel at the moment. She's gone from Feel the Glow to Proceed with Caution. And her new gear is, like, mostly yellow. Who else has been wearing yellow?
Gentlemen, it's glow time! I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow
Like,
home?
I'm asking you.
No, I cannot,
Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Becky Lynch,
Yeah, exactly. I think she might tie into it somehow.
A women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as
It's
we've
just,
seen in recent weeks,
I can't get over, I don't know which SmackDown it was, but there was one where she pretty much barks at, I think it was Nia, she's like, proceed with caution.
You think back to Naomi being the
That just had me like on the floor laughing, it was just, I don't know, it's a long story, but to me I found it funny because it reminded me of somebody I used to know.
And tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match,
You don't cheer for Bayley though. Like they do now because she's gone back to her face.
I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia. And
So are they in Saudi Arabia or something?
I asked Bayley her thoughts
Yeah,
on
because
this
they're both
match,
wearing
and she said,
bodysuits.
new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Only problem is they don't
Just
fix
said
the
is
audience.
indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's
Because there's
Champion
obviously
for a
women in the audience who are
279
not
days.
covering up their
She's
arms and
got every
legs.
title available in WWE.
It's the
NXT
girl
Women's
public
Championship, the
face.
Raw Women's Championship,
Yeah.
the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi.
I thought Saudi Arabia was actually really pretty.
On the champion. What an exciting moment for both of
And
these
they
competitors
love
tonight.
wrestling
But once
over
the
there.
bell
Like,
rings, it's
absolutely
down to
love it.
business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on
I
the
wonder
line.
how they watch it, though. Is it just, if it's on TV, is it okay to show skin?
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
Okay, that's funny.
Hmm?
There's a video. Sheamus got Brutus Creed into the Boston Crab, which is in Sheamus' gym.
Okay.
So it's a good best dispute.
Oh, that's funny.
SmackDown Women's Champion,
Alright.
For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Guys, a very
Okay. Hit 3 running attacks in 40 seconds. Okay.
important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley.
Okay. Next. Keep the high-octane approach going. Perform a top rope dive to Bayley while she's at ringside. Keep Bayley reeling with a light combo that she won't see coming.
We can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden may get. And a kick. Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi. The champ wasn't expecting such a flurry of offense from the challenger.
And Bayley connected nicely there. Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a 3-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back. A factor to consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off to rejuvenate herself, to get her mind right, to refocus on her desire. Soaring!
Good Lord! Taken!
Okay, use the glow, hit another gear, and unleash 3 more running attacks on Bayley in the next 40 seconds.
Right! Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
Come on, Bayley, get up.
On a flying forearm smash.
Drop kick with precision.
Stunner!
Okay, thank God. Bayley spellbound if you connect 2 of your springboard attacks.
Emphatically delivered.
Bayley is now under pressure.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Okay.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
She's back in the ring now.
Crashing down with the senton.
Get Bailey seated on the top right, facing you. Okay.
Oh. Hurricane Run.
Okay.
And now propped up in the corner.
These two have learned each other so well.
Getting lifted to the top rope.
And here we go.
Come on.
Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody holds.
Oh,
Bayley
ouch.
wisely moves out of harm's way.
Oh, this is where she tries. Uses her
What's Bayley trying
t-shirt.
to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi.
Hmm?
Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far. Well, Bayley thought...
Okay. R2 while running at standing opponent with a finisher.
She had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Firing with a straight shot there. Answering back.
Boom! Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Good night. What a stunner.
Yep. Back here.
Nice calf kick. Great elevation.
Naomi really making Bayley feel the glow here.
Oh, clothesline.
Hang on.
Quick thinking from Naomi.
Okay, hang on.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied. Abdominal strap.
I'm not sure she can escape out of this. And yes, she does.
Turns the tides.
She gets put in the corner. Bang! Crucial counter there.
Okay.
Ooh, she puts the brakes on that.
I don't think I have. No.
And the role model with a right hand hung across the middle rope. Bayley realizes that Naomi wants to pick up the speed of the matchup. The champion refusing to allow that to happen.
Cut off with a kick to the gut.
Oh my gosh, going head on into the stairs.
Come on, Naomi.
Got the leg and jumps the elbow.
Ah, stomps to the legs. Gotta act fast to beat the count.
The seconds are ticking away.
That's right, Naomi. Keep bringing the glow. She somehow made it back into the ring.
Bam!
Boom, what a kick.
Manages to slip out of the way.
Come on.
Kicks out before one.
Looks like there's some more fight left in her.
And able to beat Bayley to the punch.
Calf kick right on point. Naomi once again delivering with authority.
Just goes to show, you put in the work, you reap the rewards. Right on the mark, rear
Okay, that works.
Naomi. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Bayley and Naomi both worn down, both exhausted. But this is about winning. This is about being the better woman in the history books.
Went after the head and neck again.
Maybe trying to rattle the opposition's balance.
Place for this impact. Like a guillotine. Pin, title on the line. Champ's in trouble. No, we did it. We have a new champion.
Yes.
Jiggle.
Oh, take on mate.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Oh my goodness.
Bayley's
I actually might put my hoodie back on. I'm getting cold now.
Women's Championship has ended. The glow era
Oh no.
has
What?
At this point.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been. But
Oh.
Naomi's confidence and
The princess?
athleticism were
Yeah.
just too much for Bayley to contend
Good
with.
weapon.
Okay. Okay, what's next?
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Arthur,
Hey,
and
Wild
Sika,
Samoans.
without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Arthur and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Arthur and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020
Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cute.
event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave
Yeah, I'm listening to music at the same time.
Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man.
What have you done, Paul
Why
Heyman?
not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present
Oh my god.
Sika,
Huh?
the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and
Okay.
Devon?
Yeah, this will be funny. Dudley boys.
That far,
Never seen The Rock
let's
thing?
do it
No.
And that
in a
is
tables match.
we are the it doesn't matter who you
That
are.
made both teams the eternal legends we
Attitude
know
Era
them
ruined
to
Rocky.
be. No pinfalls.
I'm only saying that because he used to be such a nice guy, but then he turned into an absolute savage after Attitude Era, and he's been that way ever since. It's actually kind of poetic because it's kind of what happens to people in real life. You get pushed around so much, and then you finally start being nasty to other people because people have been nasty to you. Oh my god. Is this Extreme Rules match? Oh my god. What is going on?
And here they come. Bubba Ray and
Wait, let me get my glasses.
ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika.
I don't have glasses, but sure.
Pause that quickly.
I can't pause it right now.
Following contest is a
Yeah.
tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603
Oh boy.
pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon.
I also want to share my thoughts on the Dudley Boys quickly as well.
It takes a strong brotherly bond.
No,
to agree to
I
go
said
into
thoughts.
battle
I'm not
against the
saying
Wild
not.
Samoans.
I'm not.
That's exactly what Bubba Ray and
It
Devon
has to do with one of my favorite moments from a WrestleMania ever.
Isn't going to be for the faint of
It
heart.
technically wouldn't have been possible
The Dudley
without
Boys
Bubba
may
Ray.
not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team
looks like
in
Bubba
pro
Ray.
wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and
Hold
they're
on.
ready to come in and beat the
Yeah.
wildest tonight.
Both the
That one,
Dudley
that's
Boys
Bubba Ray.
and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the
Very
best
awesome.
tag team of all
Shit.
time? Who's
They
the more
literally just said it.
brotherly unit?
Look,
Ah,
Who's
yes,
more
the new Seth
savage?
Rollins shirt.
Who's more
At this
extreme?
time.
Wait,
Gentlemen,
what?
we are moments
That's the
away
new
from
Seth
finding
Rollins,
out the
the
answers to these
revolutionary
questions
guy.
once and for all.
Okay, here we go.
Guys, this is going to be a great
Wild
one. You can feel
Samoans!
the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many,
Oh,
but for both
that was
the
my-
Wild Samoans
Okay.
and the Dudley Boys,
And Jeff
this is
Harlan
about to
for the
be
table.
one team's
Oh, cool. This will be
greatest
over in like 30
nightmare.
seconds if they don't
Afa
give
and
us a bunch
Sika
of stuff to
clearly
do
not looking
beforehand.
to back down here.
You know,
Yeah, what am I looking at?
something like that.
Okay.
You kind of didn't have to do something.
Yeah.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces. I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys
This is so
about to walk
strange.
right into
Yeah.
the Lion's Den.
If you're going to attack me, then I'm going to yeah.
What? Okay.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, what am I doing? Hurt their opponent, get either the head, arms, torso, legs of Bubba Ray or Devon to extreme. Perform 3 taunts of any type to keep a wild atmosphere.
2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality. Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are 2 teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Toss their opponent. The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a normal person out. Fast thinking saved him there. Looking for more damage here. Release back suplex. Ouch. I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. Come on now. What is this manager bringing out? You should revoke his license for this.
Now, these are obviously 2 juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. Incoming!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation. Look at this. He just tossed the leg.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the team.
From the top. Uh-oh.
Oh, what the hell?
They're just getting through a table.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That was a match thing back then.
Yeah, now it's a match thing.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
2 sets of brothers, 2 sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage. Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical. Oh, God.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they
Yeah,
have no control of their animalistic behavior.
No.
I use
On
it
the
there.
loads with the boot. Oh! Grabs the leg. Look at this. He just tossed the leg. There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Now, these are obviously 2 juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
Well, what if we go to the table yet?
Wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The
Yeah.
Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Right
across the throat.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted, not something common of most wrestlers, Corey.
If they go through all that, it's not safe.
In the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And popped up. And he now slides back into the...
Okay.
Oh, submission.
ring. Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Picked up and being carried around now. Slips out the back door and a chop block.
Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here?
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission.
Keep attacking them.
Oh, what a chop.
Counter right when it was needed. He's definitely been worn down a little.
Every aspect of this match is only going to get harder at this point.
Right.
If you have a chance to close it out, now is the time. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down. And that looked like a rag doll being. Look out.
Now what? Now we can put him through a table.
You can Irish whip him into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Treading all over their opponent. Table is set up.
Got it on there.
Table behind him now, not where you want to be. And Devon Dudley turning it around.
Oh shit.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the
Devon with a kick to the guts.
Okay, one more.
I'm off
good.
And there is saving grace. The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
There you go.
Yay!
That's not such a good boy.
I had to quickly swap which Simone I was playing as.
Smart. Smart, actually.
Yeah. Bit of a blast from the past for this one.
Having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was
a
only
hairy
one
man.
way this match could end.
It's crazy to me because, like... Oh, nice. Alright, who's next?
From the very moment he arrived as the
Solo!
Wow, 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 wow.
Solo Sikoa has
We're getting close over here. I can feel it. Because who else is left?
his predecessors.
Oh, you know the end could actually be if it's not against Cody.
What?
Against Solo.
No.
For the Unifala.
I don't think so.
Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz
It's a chance.
competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest
He's not wrong.
I wasn't laughing at
He's
that.
been victorious in war games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong. He's fast. He's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of Tribal Chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my Tribal Chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatanga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's Rogue Bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question. The future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out.
Oh, my shoulder just went crack. Yeah.
I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0.
Oh boy.
Which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can possibly
because it's Carmelo Hayes.
I'm not watching, sorry.
No, Carmelo Hayes always bites off more than he can chew.
And defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against
back when
he'll
Trick
take
was
his shot
healed.
and most likely hit nothing but net.
Oh god.
Here comes the A-Champ.
I'm gonna take this moment to put my hoodie back on.
Following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams,
I was hoping to reach the end by the end of the stream.
I don't think they're going to finish it today.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There might only be one wrong with the Solo.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wesley.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wesley, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
Ready? Oh, it's a different. It's different.
What?
Okay.
This place is shaking.
We never thought
I
we'd
don't mind
see
this theme.
Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds.
I didn't know Solo was from Nevada.
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
Oh,
We saw him
Okay.
at Clash of the Castle 10 days
Uh,
ago where he cost Drew
okay.
McIntyre the
Okay.
WWE Universal
That's something
Championship.
that didn't
As far
happen
as
in
I'm
the
personally
right?
concerned, Sikoa
Okay.
isn't welcome around here. Mello
It's
needs the
number
night off.
got
Well,
to
Mello
get for
talks
that
about wearing
Joe.
the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa
Yeah,
who
you
sits
got
at the
one in
biggest
left.
table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't
That's
exactly
identical.
invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen?
As we say it,
Okay. Carmelo's not ready for this. Hurt him in the ring with oppressive offense. 3 combos of any type.
WWE expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline,
Okay.
is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Mello has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Mello has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face to face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
And both men have earned their...
Okay. Keep the pressure on Carmelo. Look to crush him with a running attack.
status thus far, that's for sure.
Solo Sikoa. And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right into the midsection. Mello taking it to Sikoa here.
Oh boy.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Mello in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Mello got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict.
Oh, yep.
Champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo stand.
Okay. Grounded submission of your choice. Hayes will not give up. He's throwing everything at you.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
Oh, clothesline.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ.
A bear hug. Squid. Bear hug. Well-placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Indy counters.
And Sikoa isn't looking helpless anymore.
Solo could be turning his fortunes around.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
Carmelo Hayes is...
Right now he's looking for any way to break out of this, and he does. Look at this, fighting out with a series of elbows to the temple.
Oh, what a headbutt.
On the mark.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0.
Oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's better. Hold. Okay.
Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA
Keep hitting
Knight.
Carmelo with your hardest shots. Get Carmelo facing you standing days in the corner and unleash another front heavy attacks.
Bad we haven't seen him in months. Maybe we should ask that Max Dupree guy. Big back body drop. And he gets directed into the corner. Bang!
What a main event this has been for the one-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't...
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
Oh dear.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Ouch.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is...
Okay.
Out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
From the top.
Oh, Samoan splash from Solo Sikoa.
Can the champ
going for the pin?
What the...
Nice.
Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new
Honestly, has Solo changed much at all since NXT?
Solo is your new champion. And is the North American title now going to SmackDown? This has to be the most...
Alright, let's go.
I ain't doing this one.
What is it?
We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva.
What is it?
I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns.
Oh no.
That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns.
Oh my god. Are you crying?
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win
this is
the
it.
WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns.
Oh my god.
Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history.
It needed to happen then.
I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart. Because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring.
Well, about that. Yeah.
Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary
about that
anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction.
Oh, wow.
That's a spoiler.
We're not in a Rumble match.
No. Seriously?
Megan, I'm not leaving. And that's causing music.
Sin.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble,
yeah, this isn't a Royal Rumble. This is just like... Because obviously you got the two men's and women's Royal Rumble matches, but you also have the match in between.
Is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal.
As you should. As you should.
This is just, you know what? I'm only doing this for a thumbnail, by the way. I don't know how to do a spear, don't ask me.
I do.
Would I like to learn how to do a spear? Of course I would. Oh, like it.
17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own.
Wait.
It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing
right
like
now
you. For the tribal chief.
You're a weirdo.
This should be a good match. This should be a really good match.
In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over. The dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the tribal chief. the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
This is awkward. Like, because they can't hear this music. It's kind of sad.
Whoa.
Yeah? Yeah. Alright, bring out the visionary. Oh my god, no! He's doing Shield's theme, are you kidding me? Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shields. It's a cool theme though, it is pretty badass. Right. You know what? Maturing is realizing how much of a dick Seth can be. He's probably doing his stupid laugh as well. You know.
Decided to tear it apart.
Oh no. We had a thought that during WrestleMania 41, go and watch Seth Rollins' entrance. I bet you $100 he was doing his dumb laugh when he had the flamethrower. I want to know whose idea it was to give him a flamethrower. Because like, I'm picturing him with his flamethrower going, ah, ha, 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 like a psychopath.
Faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
Well, you say that. I got a hay nail and it's catching on the blanket. I don't want to show my feet on camera though, because they get weirdos asking for foot pics. Stop it. You just lost $30.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you could have sold that picture of your foot for $30.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal
Oh my goodness.
Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins! And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight?
Yes, he can. I know for a fact he can.
The Royal...
Put Rollins in the corner, devastate him with 3 corner strikes.
Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between 2 former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donning the old gear that he used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has
Okay, heavy combos.
made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Oh my God, fake first right into the buckle. And into the pin, title on the line.
No.
Oh, showing
Not
his
this quick.
determination there with that kick out.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Michael, I think the Tribal Chief is on the verge of tapping out.
Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client.
Okay, now what? Liv Rollins up.
Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway,
Where are you going for? You're the front.
tonight.
What
Rollins
you
is
going
already
for?
playing next to the mind games.
Do something else to do in that
Reigns
bed.
cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
What a reversal by Reigns.
Down the right into the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
And we have a rope break.
Great ring awareness. Oh! I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extreme. Up high, all the way to the outside. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Oh, gets put into the barricade.
And a big boot. He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside. Driven into the steel steps. Got to get back in the ring to stay in the match. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Gets slammed down.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half, but Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium live event match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016,
What move am I doing?
Reigns for the WWE title.
Oh,
And the year prior,
oh,
Rollins
shit.
committed the heist to the century and used the... Finds the roll-up. The referee doing their job. See him clearly in the ropes. Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose.
Cover. New champ incoming.
And referee cuts off the count in one.
If that won't beat him, I'm not sure anything will.
from Rollins.
Misses the target.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick. Rollins. There's the forearm to the back of the neck.
Oh no.
Rollins okay.
Oh.
Instead.
Being
carried around now. Big powerbomb.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
Title in the balance with the pin.
He gets the kick out after the one.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
Right to the back of the neck. What a blow.
Good night. Powerbomb position.
No, come on, Seth.
Punches and counters out. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins
And now he should get it out of the way.
sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Okay. Signature Superman punch. Okay.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Vicious right forearm. Look at this.
Oh, from the rope.
Oh, look at this. Measuring. He's about to unleash something big.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Up high.
Misses big time. Schoolboy takedown.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
What power from the tribal chief.
Oh. He just flipped the script there.
Schoolboy pinning combination.
Oh, maybe not. But power. Oof. Rollins dodges in the nick of time. Sling blade by Rollins.
Now to go, you need to be running.
Yeah.
Got him where he wants him. Up
Don't
and
take that out. Let's stand up.
from the outside, springboard swanton.
High-risk plans from Rollins.
Take off. Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
Reigns, Rollins, both men
Oh, come
are
on.
waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town. Look out.
Oh, what the frick?
The challenger clearing a path to the title.
I had to.
Based on what we just saw, I think this match is far from over.
Who knows what that kick out cost? The champ might be running on fumes.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit.
Looking to grind the features off their face across the top rope.
The Kingslayer is dominating.
And Seth's well-laid plans are working to perfection against Reigns here.
Strikes with a kick. Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. Oh, my God.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Ooh. Kick lands. Superman punch from Reigns.
Oh, shit. Try to rip Rollins in half with your spear within 45 seconds.
Throw him outside the ring first.
Why?
Take action back outside the ring.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
The head of the table. And Seth freaking
on the apron. Up for the electric chair. Down for the drop.
And the core taking on some damage.
Come on, let's get up.
Well measured.
Seth, what are you doing, mate?
Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down.
No! High risk, cross body.
No. That was retarded.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side. Non-stop blows.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief. Just unloading knees to the body.
Unparalleled intensity from Roman Reigns.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make a Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Come on, Seth, get out. I'll come out there and go out myself.
The match instead of everything outside of it. Blast off! Oh, man! Ooh! And he re-enters into the ring.
Oh, come on.
Stops that offense from connecting. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
But right hands create separation and an escape.
Look at this. Boom. Nice.
Delivered into the barricade. Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
Back into the ring now. Time for him to get back to the ring.
No one wants a count out here.
Headed up.
Bang. Maybe that'll teach him not to take his eye off the ball.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game. Oh!
Get over. We need to go over there, Seth. Oh, for Christ's sake.
What a display of strength here.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half, but Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. The Reigns
Get back here, Seth.
That he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's
Seth,
WWE
come on, get out of the ring.
main event of WrestleMania. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business.
To the sky.
Whoa, what a landing. They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade. Oh, no, what could this be?
Oh, don't do this.
Hung up on the barricade.
Oh, come on, Seth.
Big boot.
To the steel steps.
He gets back into the ring.
Roman is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
Not looking in any condition to fight. More like a sitting duck here.
Could really use a sense of urgency right now when it comes to getting back in the ring.
And now headed to the outside. Sliding back in under the ropes here. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cool move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Okay. Okay, my favorite.
Reigns unleashes the Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent.
Oh, come on. Come on, Seth, get up. What? I'm just pressing up.
He'll take things into the ring. Sidewalk slam.
Come on.
Seth is being overwhelmed.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
For fuck's sake. This is bullshit.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother in arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
No escape from these punches. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just caused for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
No escape from these punches. Oh, counters right into the breadbasket. Turns it around. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
The champion with plans of driving their opponent through the earth. Boom!
Momentum has pivoted towards Roman.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. The Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist to the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
And a well-timed counter.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
And a big boot.
Oh, get back out, Roman.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Is Superstar looking to put this thing away?
Pedigree!
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
Sit straight into the barricade.
Oh, come on, Roman. How did you miss that?
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins? Went for the springboard and missed.
Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort.
Ooh. Boom!
Reigns turns that around.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has
Are
become
you kidding me? What was
frazzled about the
that?
benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge.
Chicken
His
food.
outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
He gets into the ring. Hoisted up.
This is bullshit.
Catches the leg. Lifted and completely helpless here. What a sit-out powerbomb.
How does Seth pull that off with his sore back?
Rapid fire Samoan drop.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, just in case the
Are you guys
first
seeing
few didn't hurt,
this?
There's another.
That's a free fall. Elbow thrown, saying not today.
Defiant counter to Reigns.
Holy timed offense there. Nasty right hand. Vicious enziguri. Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the Tribal Chief.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Oh, gets blasted.
Finally.
Into the steel steps.
Absolutely no respect from Roman Reigns.
Maybe time to start burning it down. Rollins is starting to roll. Pin to decide the championship. And he only stays down for a 1 count.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Turns that in his favor. Effective counter. Caught the leg. Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it.
Reigns.
Okay.
That was all one.
Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
Reigns has his
I don't have a signature thing full.
carrying him.
Driven down with a flapjack.
Oh, what a right hand!
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. Across the top rope. What a hot shot.
Come on here, Seth. Get out here, Seth. Get out here, Seth. That's it.
He's had it.
Hang on.
Running at a standing opponent.
Oh,
He needs to be
God.
standing.
Yeah.
You need to be running.
Yeah, he's about to grab me. Yes, please, because I'm freaking out.
Outside, better watch for the referee's
I don't
count.
meant to do that.
Off our desk. What could be the thought process here?
I don't think it's anything good.
I don't know if it's anything I
No.
can watch.
Reigns cuts him off.
Go, 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 go.
Will the champ make that payoff? I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
The head of the table and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right.
Okay.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
Don't do it, Seth. Don't do it.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
Damn.
Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now.
Oh my God.
Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force
Oh,
some sort of
come on.
break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Oh my
Well, he
God.
makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this
What?
match
The ref
continues.
him in the middle.
It just shows
No,
you
so
how
he picked it
locked in
up,
Roman
he went to
Reigns
drop
is
it,
to winning
and
this
Seth
match.
caught the rope.
Good back in the corner.
Yep.
Rollins just
Okay, now what do I need to do?
Yeah, fuck, you have to do a super finisher. Shit. Okay,
Hang
you
on.
might want me to take
It's
over.
motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in
Wait.
far too long.
Oh, wait,
The oxygen slowly circulating through
Rollins
Seth
this one.
again.
No, let's go.
Just a matter.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the
Who's close to
biggest
that?
danger Seth is.
He is desperately trying to maneuver.
Oh, is that a
out of
signature?
this and successfully does.
I don't know. I don't think I...
throw him in the corner.
Okay.
Pulls the trigger.
A knee of the Revolution style by Rollins.
Going right into the pin attempt.
Quick count out after one.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Rollins lining up. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Yeah, I know you're going to do him running.
Placing him in the corner
You're
here.
running to the
Okay.
go.
Superman punch.
Yeah,
by
trigger it?
Reigns.
Is man punch?
Oh my God.
Champ might have just sealed things.
Shoulders down.
It's a guaranteed win after his third finisher.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Because they can't heal. You can't heal after a super finisher.
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been
I think
lifted
there's
from
one
the
more.
shoulders of the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, I think-
Roman may never forgive Rollins,
What's up?
Because it's getting late, so I don't know if I should continue or not.
There's a bunch more.
Okay.
There's OG Bloodline. There's Road Bloodline. There's 3 more.
Okay.
I would say save it for the next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
check out
come.
the island as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this next time, and I might go back and try to do it this. Okay.
Do that after finishing it.
I was gonna say if I didn't waste so much time on this, I probably could have finished this tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish things up, and I gotta.
Look at Naomi's hair in the snapshot quickly.
Oh yeah. I got a few things I need to say before I go, though. First of all, I had somebody leave a comment on my WWE World haul, with the whole Rhea Ripley situation. I believe they said something along the lines of Rhea doesn't care about her fans. I know for a fact that that is definitely untrue, because I understand that when you're at that type of professional level, you need to be at certain places at certain times. So, if you're scheduled to be somewhere from like so-and-so to so-and-so, you need to make sure you're leaving at that time so you can get to your next event, especially during something like WrestleMania season. It's basically like the Super Bowl of wrestling. So, and as for the whole ticket thing, that's not Rhea's fault. I don't know who to blame for that. I would say the people who put WrestleMania together and was in charge of selling the tickets, but it's definitely not the wrestlers' fault. They're just there to take photos with things.
To get a bunch of different other wrestlers too.
Yeah, so
3-minute warning. Is that AOP?
No,
it's not AOP.
It is actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about
that's
that.
the members of the OC.
No, it's Authors of Pain.
Okay.
But that's what I want. I just wanted to say that quickly, because you know how they say never meet your heroes. I don't think that's the case with Rhea, because every clip I see,
especially posted by Gabriel Eros,
yeah,
one of the members of the Pariah, it's just a bunch of videos of Rhea doing a stupid face into the camera.
I was going to talk about the interactions she does have with fans. They're all very humbling. Like, there's one that went viral of this little girl who wanted to say hi to her, but security kept pushing her back. But then Rhea, when she realized what was going on, she actually pushed the security guard aside, walked over and gave this girl a hug. It's things like that, and also, sorry, hearing Jay Uso's music now, also that clip emerged of her, like, she was seen celebrating and yeeting off stage. Nobody could really see her, but she was there, like, celebrating with Jay Uso.
Do you want to know who recorded that video?
Who did?
Priest.
Oh my god. But it's things like that like, expose what she's really like as a person, that's all. She's actually, like, really sweet, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to meet her so badly. But it is what it is, and it's going back to that whole situation, I did get really upset, but that's because, especially the situation with the flight delay, that was probably the most heartbreaking of all of them, because of all the things to go wrong, it was a flight delay of all things. And we'd done so well, like our first 2 flights, our flight domestically and then over international, they both left on time. It's just when we got to LAX that it all got messed up. But, and the other thing as well, that same person who commented about Rhea, they also complimented my mask. So, thank you for that. If you want to know where I got it from, I can post a link in the description for the person who made this mask. He's got an Instagram account, ATM Props and Cosplay, if you want to know. Anyways, now that we're wrapping up, it's time for shoutouts. I don't know if I've had any new followers, but it doesn't hurt to check.
Wow, okay. I'll tell you what's good story.
What is it?
You watched like the whole practically end of the Berserk anime, didn't you?
Okay. Yes, I did. And also, I don't have any new followers, so that's okay, though.
I'll finish what I'm saying after.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's edition of 2K 25 Power Hour. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I am recording this as of the 23rd of May. So this is before Saturday Night Main Event. I have heard there's a custody match in that with, is it Liv, Roxanne, and Rhea? Am I right? A custody match of Dom, or is that something I just saw on Instagram that somebody just made?
That's just a meme.
Okay.
Rhea
that-
don't want nothing to do with Dom now.
Yeah, because he's a backstabbing little twit. Hi, if you're just joining, I'm just about to leave, but I will continue this next time. Be sure to check out my other stuff as well.
Wait, I'm on the next bit.
And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, it probably means that Saturday Night's Main Event has already happened, and you've also got Money in the Bank coming up too as well. That's coming up real soon. Yeah, I think that's it. Really? I already showed people that. If you want to go see an up close, yeah, I know. If you want to see an up close version of that, go check out my WWE World Hall video. Where
updated with the subtitles.
Oh, I did.
On the WWE World Tour.
Yes, I did.
Wasn't on there.
Yes, I
They
did.
didn't have them.
Yes, I did.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh.
But if you want to see that, as well as all the other goodies I brought back from WrestleMania, go check out that video. That I'm probably going to post a link in the description for that one. That's just basically a quick video explaining everything that happened while I was in Vegas. Because, yeah, I did go to WrestleMania. I know I'm trying not to brag, but, you know. I can't wait to see where WWE... Yeah, as well, that because they're doing Crown Jewel... They're doing Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia this year, so it's going to be a little easier to get to. So we'll probably be going to check that out as well, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. But that's coming up in October, so that's a couple of months away from now. But yeah, let me know about any preferences you have. Who's your favorite wrestler? Who do you love? Who do you hate? Blah blah blah. Leave them in the comments. I love reading comments and I love engaging with people. And I can't wait to see where Money in the Bank goes because I talked about it earlier, but I actually had some notes of things I wanted to talk about quickly. I'm pretty sure I mentioned all of them though.
That hurt. It's in hurts as well.
Oh, the one thing I didn't mention: Roxanne joining Judgment Day.
It's going to be a temporary thing.
I think, yeah, it's funny because she's competition for Liv, which I think is extremely poetic. But I also think it's funny because everybody knows Dominic loves chicken tendies, and she gave him chicken nuggets. But, like, that's kind of like, oh, I heard you like apples, so I got you some oranges. It's a fruit, right?
I'll get you some pears.
Oh, I would say, like, you like Granny Smith apples, but I'll give you some Red Delicious apples.
Granny Smith, I'm fucking Australian.
Oh, the green... Okay, you like green apples, so I got you some red apples. Anyways, I also mentioned as well, I'm wishing Zoe Stark a speedy recovery. I think she hurt her knee really badly in the qualifier for Money in the Bank. I hope she gets back soon, but I have a feeling deep down that was the last time we're going to see Zoe Stark because that was their attempt at pushing her, and it obviously didn't end well, and now she's out with a knee injury again. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going on in Triple H's mind. Also, Mommy in the Bank. Let's make it happen, people. If not Rhea, I want Alexa to win. Because so far, what I've seen, we've got, again, recording as of the 23rd of May. So far, we have Roxanne, Alexa, and Rhea. I don't think it's going to be Roxanne.
I'm not holding it up again.
I don't think it's going to be Roxanne purely because we had that last year with the NXT up and coming with Tiffany Stratton. So for them to do that for 2 years in a row will be a little bit boring. But who knows? Who knows? People might love it. Obviously, I'll share my thoughts on the whole situation in my streams. Yeah, be sure to join me probably tomorrow night. Well, I'll be starting like Shadow Generations. I've been meaning to start that for a couple of weeks now, but I keep getting busy on Saturday nights. And of course, on Sundays, I do my Star Wars streams. But, and also a quick update, I'm going to have to cancel my first Assassin's Creed Shadows stream on the Monday, but I will be back in the evening to do the second one. Just for personal reasons, I can't do the first stream. I apologize in advance. But other than that, that's it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts on WWE stuff in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you are watching this on YouTube, I'm happy to talk about Saturday Night Main Event in my next WWE stream, which are probably going to be going live soon on Twitch if you are watching this on YouTube as well. I've rambled on for way too long. I am way too tired. I gotta go get some sleep. Yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.